Hey there, YouTube. This is Aisha, and this is part of day 6. This is my most anticipated books of the fall and winter of 2015. Happy Independence Day to all my Jamaicans. But this is my list of books that I'm looking forward to. I have a few of them here, and then there's a few that I don't have. So the ones that I don't have, I'll try and show you pictures. So my most anticipated book I've already pre-ordered, and it should be on its way to me soon, and that is Better When He's Brave by your girl Jade Crownover. And I've been a huge fan of Jade Crownover for many years. This is book 3 in the Welcome to the Point series, which we thought was going to be the end, but now we know that Mr. N is getting his story, and I'm excited to read his story because he better be awesome. And this comes out sometime this month in August. I think it was August 15th or August 11th. I know it's in the mail. That's all I care about. I pre-ordered this like in January or February. No, in like January when she told us the date, because last year it was supposed to come out way later. It was supposed to come out like November, December. But I'm glad it's coming out early, and that's all I care about. So that's Better When He's Brave by Jade Crownover. The next ones I actually physically have, I'm going to show you. Hunter by Mercedes Lackey. If you've seen my bookshelf store. Sorry. Got a little excited right there. I don't know what this is about. I don't care. It's Mercedes Lackey. I have been a fan of Mercedes Lackey since I was like 8 or 9. I'll be honest. 8 or 9. And I read her entire her entire catalog. She wrote this really wonderful series and had spin-offs from that series in a world where griffins existed and humans, well, they weren't quite human, they were like fae. I still love those stories to this day. Then she wrote the Diana Trigade trilogy, and I absolutely love it. Then she wrote this Born of Chrome series about fae and fast cars, and man, listen, I own just about everything she's ever written. Hunter is her newest one in many years, and I cannot wait to read it. It comes out from Hyperion. It comes out in September, and I'm actually going to get a physical copy as well because Mercedes Lackey, y'all. Just, yes. Yes, Lord. Yes. And it's going to be 384 pages, and it's going to be for 12 to 18-year-olds. I don't care. It's Mercedes Lackey. I want it. Next one is Just One Lie by Kira Davis. And this one comes out... oh, shoot. Oh, it just came out in July 28th. Aha! I mean, just awesome. When I got it in the mail, I almost screamed. But it was like I got home late and opened the mail late, so I couldn't scream. But I'm excited about that. Next one is Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. I'll leave a link down below because I'm really bad at synopsises. But I'm really excited about this one. This one is... and they're comparing her to Lisa Gardner, Michael Conley, and Gillian Flynn. I've never read Gillian Flynn. But Lisa Gardner I have read. So... I just know it's scary. And that's all I need. And this one comes out in September. Alice Hoffman. That's all. That's all we need to say. The Marriage of Opposites is Alice Hoffman's, like, millionth book. She's the author of Practical Magic and The Dove Keepers. And this one comes out August 8th. And it's from Simon & Schuster. And this is also a historical romance, and look, it's Alice Hoffman. There's a few authors where I just see their name and I get it. I don't care what it is. This is Alice Hoffman. She wrote The Dove Keepers, which is really good, and then it was made into a show, and I still haven't watched it, with Ziva David. The girl that played Ziva David is in there. But this one looks good, and just the girl on the cover is just gorgeous, just stunning. And I just want to read it. It's Alice Hoffman, and that's all I needed to know. That's it. And it's autographed. Right? This one's autographed by her. Yes! It's autographed. Yay! Can't even see it. Elsa. So I'm going to keep this. Next, Kim Harrison's The Drafter. This is a new series, and it's Kim Harrison. I don't care what it's about. I just want it. And I think this one's signed as well. Why, yes. It says enjoy. Kim Harrison. I'm excited. Next, we have Keely Armstrong. I don't care what this book is about, but it's by Keely Armstrong, who wrote the Women of the Otherworld series, otherwise known as Bitten on Sci-Fi. And I read these books many, many years ago when they first came out. That is such a hipster thing to say. But I own all of them. You'll see it on my bookshelf tour. And they're very well loved, as you'll see on my bookshelf tour. And this is The Masked Truth. I have no idea what it's about. I just know it's Keely Armstrong, and I love her writing, and that's it. That one comes out October 2015. Black Man in a White Coat. This one comes out September 2015. And this one's by Dr. Damon Tweety. And this one's also autographed. I met him at Book Expo America. And this is his story of what it means to be a black man in the medical field. So I find this is one of my favorite topics to talk about. Race, of course. Race and sex are two of the favorite topics to talk about here. So Black Man in a White Coat should be really interesting. This is, of course, a memoir and a real book, and not a fiction book. So a doctor's reflection on race in medicine. And yeah, excited. Isnt Strong by Bree Brown. I did not get this signed. I didn't have time to stand on that line, and her line was huge. But this is a nonfiction. It's called The Reckoning, The Rumble, and The Revolution. If you're brave enough, often enough, we will fall. This is a book about what it takes to get back up. So this is a kind of a self-help book by Breen, and I'm looking forward to reading this. Of course, this is a nonfiction, and she's very well known. So that's my second nonfiction book on this list. Jade Dragon Mountain by Elisa Hart. She's from Italy. And this is a debut novel, and it's a suspense novel, and it is due out September. And I don't know much about it. I do know that there's a librarian, and it's China, and that is all I know. And it looks good. I had to beg for it because we were leaving before the drop, and they were kind enough to give it to me. And this one is from Minotaur Books, so this is going to be exciting. So librarian. The next one is The Hired Girl by Laura Amy Schultz, and this is coming from Candlewick Press, and this comes out in September. And this is a Joan, who is working in 1911 as basically a scullery maid, and she wants a better life for herself. So she dreams of this life that she reads about in her books, and she wants a better life for herself and dreams of a better future, and this is her attempt to get it. So this is inspired by the author's grandmother's journal, so I think that's interesting. I'd love to see what that's about, and it sounds good. And this one comes out September 2015. The next one is If You Only Knew by Kristen Higgins. And I got to talk to her at Book Expo America, and I love her. She's best friends with Linda Howard, who is my absolute favorite author ever. So, hi Kristen. This sounds so good. We were at the Harlequin banquet, and they had all the authors, and they pitched their books, and they talked to us, and I'm really excited about this. This sounds so amazing. And this is basically, this young woman finds this, well, she's not a young woman, she's a woman who's been married for a while, and she finds out her husband's cheating. And we all say, if a man ever, I would blah 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 blah. But we say that when we are not in the situation, and this is what happens when you're in the situation. How do you deal with finding out your spouse is cheating, finding out the person you're with isn't who they say they were, finding out you yourself aren't who you thought you were? And this It sounds so good. And I love romances that are for the older crowd or heading towards the older crowd, because I'm no longer a teenager myself, and I'm no longer like the complete market of the new adult. I'm heading up there in ages. And I kind of want books that feature characters that are more established, kind of sort of like I am. So there you go. The next one, Dark Blood was that Dark Ghost by Christine Feehan, comes out this year in September or August or November. Probably should look that up. Never Always Sometimes by Adiel Said, that comes out in September 2015. This is the second time I've met Adi at BEA, and I love him. He is so hilarious and so... Oh, I just love him. So I'm excited to read his second book. His debut book was last year. And then that's... My next book is Under My Skin by Jay Kenner. And you guys know I love Jay Kenner, especially if you've seen my bookshelf tour. These are going to go up later than the day they're supposed to, so you'll probably see my bookshelf tour by the time this goes up. But anyway, so I'm sure there's going to be more books that I'm going to find later on that come out. I know Heather Graham has a book coming out. I don't know what it is, but it's Heather Graham, so therefore it belongs on my bookshelves and in my hands. And that's it. Those are the ones that I can think of right now. So those are the ones I'm going to tell you about right now. But I'm sure there's more. And I can't wait to share them with you when I do find them out. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Goodbye. Happy Independence Day.